Welcome to Option Trades Today. I'm Tony the Baptiste, and I have a trade idea for you today. Well, I have an earnings trade idea for you today. Something we don't normally do from right here in downtown Chicago in the Bat Cave on, well, it's the 23rd of April, 2024. But as we always do, let's first take a look at what the market's doing. Even the S&P's up 54 handles. NASDAQ up 245 handles. You can see the NASDAQ a little bit stronger on a percentage basis than the S&Ps. But the Russell, which was actually down on the opening today, is the leader in the clubhouse, up 34 handles. And the Dow up 217 is actually the weakest of the group. Volatility has not moved for most of the day. It is in by 38 cents. It is trading at $16. Here's my thinking. I don't like when the Russell is the strongest of the group. Now, it's only the strongest by a little bit. I like it when the NASDAQ or even the S&Ps are moving this market to the upside. And volatility hasn't contracted anymore. Now it's just downticked by 5 cents. Maybe we're going to have a little bit of two-sided action going into here, but it certainly looks like this market is going to hold for right now. But we do have earnings in Tesla, like I told you, coming out. We'll take a look at that. We also caught a bid in the bonds, which I think is a little bit bullish for the market too. Oil up 96 cents, and gold finally got the down move in gold that we've been looking for quite some time here. You can see over the last 2 days, and I mentioned it on Sunday, when they raised the requirement in gold futures, that usually signifies the end of a move. If gold was going higher, that would mean gold would go lower. If gold were going lower and they increased the margin requirements, then that usually signifies that gold is going to be a little bit higher. I don't know why it works out that way. It's just, listen, the way I've been watching the market all these years, that's how it's happening. So let's take a look at Tesla. Why am I going into Tesla? Well, I have avoided Tesla all year long. I have not had a position on a Tesla, and I've watched it go from 260 to 155. I talked about maybe possibly going a little bit long in Tesla today for earnings. I am not going to trade the 3 days. You could certainly trade the May with 24 days. That's where Tom's going to go. I'm going to go in June with 59 days. Why? Well, even though May has almost 11 vol differential higher, which is good when you're selling premium, the 24 days, I'm going to be rolling in 3 days if things don't go right. I'm going to go out to June. I need more positions on in June. I'm going to take this advantage of the volatility being 62 in June. It's probably going to go into the low to mid 50s, 55, maybe 56. So still got some good vol contraction coming in June. At least that's my assumption. Let's take a look at what I was looking at doing here. So what I was trying to do was go out to around standard deviation with my break even. So I was going to buy, like I typically do like some sort of ratio spread. I wanted to go as wide as possible. I wanted to go not $5 wide, but I wanted to go $10 wide on my spread. So that would be the 121.10. But you can see here, I only collect 68 cents. It just wasn't enough for me, but I want to go wide. And I know this is only a $145 stock, and I'm down at that standard deviation move, which is that dotted line here. So I was thinking about originally going with a 1/3 ratio spread, collecting around $2.90 some odd cents. Definitely a bullish strategy in Tesla. You can see here that has 15 long deltas, gives me good positive theta decay of $10. This is a margin account in an IRA account. This is an IRA account. It's $21,000. In a margin account, it would be closer to $2,000. Just wanted to show you how much buying power that was using on this strategy. I know I get a lot of emails from people saying that I do a lot of these trades in an IRA account, and it uses significantly more buying power. I just wanted to show that to you here. So I decided not to do this type of trade, which is definitely a positive delta trade with the stock up higher. Believe it or not, if the stock was lower today, I probably would have gone with this trade. But since the stock is a little bit higher today, and Tom was a little bit bearish in Tesla, I decided to do a more delta neutral trade. I was a little bit bullish. He was a little bit bearish. I respect his opinion. I respect my own opinion. I didn't like that I had to go with the extra unit going 1/3, although I have done that on this show. I wanted to stay more 1/2, and I couldn't get to be $10 wide. So I changed my strategy. What I want to do here is I want to go $15 wide on an iron condor. I want to sell the 115-100 put spread. I'm going to do that one time. And then I'm going to go up to the 185, 200. That's $15 wide. And now you'll see I'm only using $1,200 in any type of account, whether it be a margin account or an IRA account. This happens to be an IRA account. And I was able to get filled at $2.81. Now my theta decay is going to be significantly less than that 1/3 I showed you, but so is my delta. Basically a delta neutral trade, even though I'm $40 away on the upside. I have a delta of 17 on my short strike. And if I go to my 115 puts, I'm only $30 away from the stock price. So that's a little bit of call skew there. I guess I could have gone up to the 120, which would make it closer to a 17 delta, and the 120-105, collect $3.30. You're probably a profit of 65%. I was just giving myself a little bit more room to the downside, 115-100. I did it for $2.81 on $1,200 and change worth of buying power. My max profit is obviously going to be whatever my credit I receive is, which is $2.81. It's a delta neutral trade, my positive theta decay, and a pop of 70%. I am in the June options with 59 days to go. I just didn't see the value of being a naked short options in Tesla for earnings. I may decide after this trade is over, if it's profitable, maybe to lift those wings and use more buying power. But chances are, if this trade is profitable by $1 or so tomorrow, I will take it off and look to do something else in Tesla. Well, that's my earnings trade for today, something I don't normally do on my option podcast today, but I broke my rules today. Maybe you don't want to break my rules today. Maybe you shouldn't, but it's got a good 70% probability of success, and we'll deal with that after the earnings come. But you know what? What I need you to do here, don't break this rule. Transfer, bring your account to Tasty Trade. Help us keep the lights on here. Get some of that sweet, sweet money that they give you just for moving, transferring, bringing your account to Tasty Trade. You know, you don't have to sell anything or buy anything or do anything when you transfer your account. It can travel in its whole, meaning you have ABC stock, you'll have ABC stock when it comes here. Bring your account to Tasty Trade and do it right now. Help us keep the lights on.